Welcome back, my dudes. I am taking you through a tour of our house that is currently being built. We are very excited to see this happening. Now, full transparency, I did have to scrap all of the audio from when I was doing this tour because, well, to be honest, I just had a really bad day. When we initially got into the house, we saw that there were things within the layout that had been changed without us being notified, and the kids were not having a great listening day. So I was super stressed, and going through this whole tour, I was just extremely negative. So I didn't really want to edit all of that audio and go through all of that negativity again. So I figured I would just walk you through. So we walked into the garage. It's a two-car garage. We won't be using the garage though. We will be adding a carport to the side of the driveway towards the front of the house for us to be able to park there. And then the second car will be parked in the driveway, not in the garage. And then through the garage, you come into a shared laundry room, which leads with a door to one side towards my mom's area, and then a door on the other end that leads into our dining area. So, like the main area of the house. It's the dining area, then the kitchen, and then the living room up at the front of the house. And then you walk into the master bedroom and the master bath with our nice walk-in shower. I've got so many ideas for this space once we're able to start customizing. And then our closet, which is quite honestly way too big for us. I think that we're definitely going to be cutting down the space in there and probably expanding our pantry so this way we can have that extra space that we need. Then across the main area, you go into the kids' play area that has a half bath or a guest bath. So this kind of living room area is really perfect for them. Now, when they're little, they've got a place that they can run, jump, scream, do all the things. And then when they're older, they'll have their own living room type of thing. This closet here in the playroom, I want to turn into a book nook. So kind of like a library / reading area for them. And then we have rooms 1 through 4. They'll be splitting the rooms when we first move in. So we'll have the older two in one room, separated by the 2 bathrooms, and then the younger 2 in the other room. I think what we plan on doing is using the room that does not have a closet as an office, and then the other back room that has a larger closet as the homeschooling room. And then as they get older, we won't need to do or really be able to do homeschool altogether. So they'll end up doing their schoolwork and stuff in their own rooms, or I don't know, maybe by that point they'll decide that they want to actually go to school. So what I'm really enjoying about this layout is that we have the master separated by the common space to the kids' side. It really, hopefully, is going to cut down the noise. So our front door and back door are solid wood, which is awesome. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that the interior doors are also solid wood, just because of noise reduction, like I said. But I've been left out of the loop on a lot of things that are happening within this build. So I'm not 100% sure really on anything until I come to the build site to check and see what's going on. I'm sure that there's plenty of people wondering, well, why aren't you kept in the loop on the build for your own house that you and your family are going to be living in? And that is an entire story, a very long story that I will get into at some point. So that's the build for the house. The shed is already in, which is exciting also. It looks like we might have electricity run to the shed also. They've got like trenches and stuff dug for either power lines, water lines. I'm not quite sure what's being buried in there, but we're looking at early April for the closing. So that's cool.